A very good Monday morning to you, and I hope I find you very, very well. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's get started off to get old Dalton back in the run of things with the weather here in Manchester. We are having yet another glorious autumn day. Yes, it's only early, it's 20 past 9 in the morning, so there's time for it to go pear-shaped, but blue sky, white wispy clouds, big yellow ball in sky, absolutely delightful. And we do get some of these days in Manchester, yes, even in autumn, because I know you all think that it rains from the end of September to the beginning of June, but that's not always the case. What I want to talk about today, as you probably gathered from the title, is one of our favourite brands. And I know there are some haters out there, but nobody can deny that they are a tour de force in the watch world, Rolex. Before we move on, we'll do a wristwatch check. It's very rare I do one, but I watched a couple of videos this morning and noticed that people do them, so yeah, I'll do one. I'm wearing my Bolivar Gemini today, my beautiful 7750 automatic chronograph day date, rose gold case, brown mock croc strap, absolutely lovely, and all, if you compare it like for like for the old IWC Portofino that I was yearning for many moons ago, it's exactly the same watch, except the case is plated gold and not solid. A double, I guess. May as well do a double watch check, since this is what we're talking about. The Hulk. Now then, so what I want to talk about here is I am on the mailing list. There's no doubt a lot of you are, for Watchfinder. Really just to keep me in the loop as far as what watches are coming onto the pre-owned, pre-loved, second-hand market, just in case I ever want to splash a bit more cash and buy myself something nice to go on my wrist next time I get that little bit of an itch that we all get. Now I get their mailing list. I think it's twice a month, maybe even once a week, I don't know. And last week I got their mailing list. I'm looking through it, as you do. Lots of nice stuff. They've got lots of stuff out there right now, and they're having different offers. I noticed they've just had a sale on tags, but you know, that's kind of understandable considering that they appear to be losing a little bit of traction in the watch world as being an esteemed brand is concerned. But got, you know, a few decent prices, etc., on Breitling, etc. So looking all the way through, and I got to a certain page when I got this. Now, that little page there you saw was something that took me aback. Now, as you are aware, I bought my Hulk as a promise to myself just after my 55th birthday last year. Now, as you also know, I got this from Iconic Watches. Now, Iconic, for those of you who don't know, are a grey market dealer, and that is somebody who buys stock from authorised dealers and anybody else who might have extensive stock that they're struggling to shift a little bit. They buy it at trader-to-trader price, put on a little bit of profit margin for themselves, and sell it on to people like you and I. The watches are completely brand new. They come boxed, they come sealed, they come with all the plastics, they come with the guarantee card, and so on and so forth. You are, in effect, getting the brand new watch. Now, if any of you have seen my video where I was talking about buying the Hulk, I went through how I was going to buy it and ended up buying it on a credit card. And I know I tell you never to do that, but the credit card I bought it on was a cashback credit card. For the money I spent on it, I got money back as well, and I paid for it a month after completely. So in effect, I bought it cash, but I got some money back as well. In effect, and then, or in actuality, not in effect, I actually got the price of the watch under retail. So the retail price, as you saw from that little advert there, at the moment is £6,050, and now Watchfinder are selling it pre-owned, about the same age as this one, so just a year old, and in well, mine is in mint condition. I don't know about the one that they're selling, but it looks to be okay, at 7,250 of your finest English pounds. Now, I appreciate that a lot of people carry the image in your head that owning a Rolex is like having money in the bank. We all know that's complete nonsense. As soon as you buy a Rolex, generally it will lose some value, and it will depend on the model. It will devalue over time, and you will generally never get back what you paid for it. But it does appear that with the Hulk right now, you're getting back potentially more than you paid for it. Now, in my case, of course, I paid £400 less than retail. I paid for it on a cashback credit card and got money back. So, in effect, if I sold it today to somebody who wanted one, if I sold it for the money that Watchfinder are selling it for, I would be better off to the tune of about £1,700 or £1,800. In the last 2 months, I've had 2 offers for my Hulk, and as I always say about my watches, I don't buy anything with a view to selling them. So it will always stay with me unless life goes really, really bad, and it has to depart from my ownership and go to somebody else. The point I want to come to with this on this video is I am aware from a reliable source that within Watchfinder stock right now, they have 10 Hulks right now. Unless they had a rush on them over the weekend, that's what I found out last Friday, that they were holding. Now, we're all aware right now, we may well all be aware right now, that it is very hard to find a Hulk in the high street. I generally have a look, as we all do, in AD windows and things like that. And I live in quite a big city. I live in Manchester, so there's a few ADs knocking around the place. And I go to Chester fairly regularly, and there's an AD there. And since I tried the Hulk on at my local AD in Manchester, which was probably about June 2015, I have never seen one in the window there. And speaking to the same AD, they tell me that they haven't had one since then. So we are all aware what Rolex are doing are actually holding back stock to create demand to enable them to push up prices. So what am I saying here? Well, I kind of, if you follow Archie's edict, and as you know, I don't subscribe to Archie. I never have, and I occasionally watch some of his video when the title pushes me towards something that it sounds a little bit controversial. He extols the virtues of buying second-hand, pre-loved, pre-owned. Now, in the case of the Hulk, of course, that makes no financial sense whatsoever. So my view would be, certainly if you're after one of these little beauties, what you should do is put an order in with the AD, get all the perks and benefits that you can get from the AD by being treated well, get your free glass of champagne or scotch or brandy or whatever your little tipple is, and enjoy the retail experience, because going on the basis of Watchfinder right now, you could, in theory, spend anything up to £7,250 for a second-hand one, so you may as well benefit from having a brand new watch. I'm sure that you can keep your patience in check until the watch arrives. If you tell them, you know, you're in no great rush, but you'd like one, so I'd like to place an order, thank you very much indeed, and they will treat you as they treat all new customers who are willing to spend a crap load of money for a watch to put on your wrist. I found it mind-blowing. I found it absolutely mind-blowing that it was 7 1/4. I mean, I kind of didn't see the possibility of that happening, other than a watch that was made from a precious metal. You know, so if you go and you buy a solid gold bluesy, for instance, you kind of expect the potential of that going up in value solely for the fluctuation in gold price. Now, I know that gold has been up and down over the last few years, but generally the trend is upwards. So if you bought a solid gold bluesy last year, the potential is that this year, solely on the gold content alone, you will have a watch worth more money this year. But on something like this, which, you know, all it is, in effect, is a stainless steel subby with a date. That is all it is. The only difference is, of course, is that it's green. I never thought that this would happen with this. Now, if I was a flipper, as I've said, I've been offered a sale of this twice. One from somebody in the trade, and one from a private individual. The trade basically said to me, you know, if I ever want to sell it, he has a buyer for it, because this trader knows that I look after my pieces, and this could go back in the box. I could put all the tag back on it, I could put all the plastics back on it, because I kept everything, and it would look like a newie again. And it would be, in effect, a brand new watch for the second owner. I'm stunned that Watchfinder are selling these for $7.25 for a watch, which is more or less the same age as mine, and I assume the same condition as mine. I did notice they had one or two others around the 6.8, 6.9 mark, but even so, you know, that's a few £100 over retail. So if you can be a bit patient, my advice would be, don't buy pre-owned where the Hulk is concerned. Buy new. Put your order in and wait. One will arrive, I don't know when. The AD may not know when, but you know that your name is in the book, and the next one they get, hopefully, will have your name inscribed upon it, and it will end up on your wrist. I think the Hulk is one of those watches that has investment potential. I don't buy for investment potential. I buy to wear and enjoy and love, and to be passed on to a new custodian when I'm not around anymore, or I decide to allow a new custodian to have it at some point in the future when I am still around. So the Rolex Hulk, a great investment piece, a ridiculous second-hand purchase, so don't do it unless you are so impetuous that you need it now. Don't do it. Put your order in and wait for new. Remember, when you're buying at those extortionate prices pre-owned, all you're doing is lining the pocket of the second-hand purveyor. I have no idea, of course, what Watchfinder gave to the person who sold it to them, but I guess it wasn't anywhere near, you know, 7,800 or 7,200 quid. But who knows? So there you go. That's kind of my advice where the Rolex Hulk is concerned. Lovely watch. Does it warrant that kind of money? 7.25 second hand? No. Not in my eyes, absolutely not. Does it warrant 6.8, 6.6? No, not when the retail is 6,050. Be patient, save up some more money. You know, if you can buy it cash by saving up, keep saving. You know, even if you save up half the money, then put the balance on a credit card and then pay it off the month after. Do that. Just wait. Patience is indeed a virtue. That's it for this one. Thank you very much indeed for all the nice comments I got to my my return video. It was great to hear from everyone. I think I've got back to everyone now. I think I've had a couple of new subscribers. I will check today, and I will drop you my my little note of welcome. So now, people, that's it for this one. If you've enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you're first time here and you're thinking that's quite interesting, hit that subscribe button, and you'll see everything that I send out there into the ether. It's not all about watches, it's about all sorts of rubbish. And if you have any ideas for this kind of nonsense, drop them, as always, down below. Share it with whoever you want. I will put this on Facebook, and I'll upload it to Twitter, etc. So for now, people, that's it, and I shall speak to you again soon. Bye bye.